how did you manage from a very young age? You were a topper. हर चीज़ में you can be so good at.
What I would say is that hard work, persistence, your closeness to God, the strength of God, Allah, and your family. The family training, that is very important for me also. My family has always been an anchor for me. I've been a very determined, like a hard-working person.
How do you manage your family life?
I principally manage my time. Sometimes I try to balance both the things. One, I represent the moderate, progressive women.
I'm very glad you raised a point about it. जो पार्लियामेंट में जो बदतमीजी होती है और इस किस्म के जो aggressive attitude है, this should not be.
I personally think this intolerant culture should be stopped somewhere, and we as role models shouldn't be educating our kids towards that. आप लोगों में एक दूसरे की capacity building करो तो आपको एक positivity मिलती है. So what I do is I filter the toxic people out of my life. I focus on my goal.
Okay.
And prioritize that.
Hina, your journey from LUMS to Oxford to Harvard, everywhere. What a beautiful journey.
I was nominated as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum, and I had never had a chance to study abroad. Thank you for the World Economic Forum who chose me as a young global leader. They sent me to Oxford for a 6-week course, which I did, Transformational Leadership, and they sent me to Harvard.
People feel if you're a very modern mom, you dress up in a Western way, या फिर आप बहुत modern है, so you can't be a good mom. आप अच्छे values और अच्छे उनको नहीं सिखा सकते.
My father has always been a source of inspiration for me. For me, modesty and these family values have come from my parents, and I teach the same to my kids.
How do you keep yourself so fit?
I go to the gym regularly. हमारी जो society है ना, उसके बहुत taboos होते हैं. For every woman to fight that taboo is not easy.
What do you feel your biggest quality?
I never backbite.
Hi viewers, this is Nadia Sajid and we are very happy to have Hina Butt today with us. Assalamu alaikum Hina, how are you?
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you Nadia. I am also very excited and looking forward for today.
हिना आपका क्या इंट्रोडक्शन दूँ? आई मीन द वेरी ब्यूटिफुल हिना बट, या फिर द वेरी इंटेलिजेंट हिना बट, या फिर इंस्पिरेशन फॉर यंग किड्स, या फिर इंस्पिरेशन फॉर पीपल लाइक मी ऑफ माय एज, या फिर हर किसी के लिए आप इंस्पिरेशन. अगर आप पॉलिटिक्स में देखें या यंग स्टूडेंट्स में देखें, यू हैव बीन ऑलवेज द आइकॉन फॉर दैट. ये कैसे, like how did you manage from a very young age? You were a topper in your school, in your college. उसके बाद ये चीज़ चलती रही है. Wherever you go, whichever field you choose, you have been very, very successful in that. How is that possible? एक बंदा हर चीज़ में you can be so good at.
Nadia, thank you for so much encouragement and for saying to me that I'm inspirational, and you were telling me the story of your daughter that she also looks up to me. तो मुझे तो लगता है कि मेरी journey अभी begin हुई है, जैसे seriously देखा जाए, क्योंकि बाहर से जब आप होते हो तो शायद आप किसी को देख सकते हो कि उनकी जर्नी क्या है, लेकिन आप जब खुद होते हो तो I think what I would say is that hard work, persistence, your closeness to God, the strength of God, Allah, and your family. For example, for you also, like I saw your mother sitting there and your sister. So I think the morals and the family training, that is very important for me also. My family has always been an anchor for me.
Support for you.
I 100% feel that, looking up to God whenever there's a bad patch in my life or there's a downfall, I'll always look for Allah's strength. और दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि I've been a very determined, like a hard-working person. जिसको मुझे देख के अभी नहीं लगता. When I was in school, I used to be a bookworm. You would always find me in the library. I was the most shy introvert girl.
Really, nobody can ever tell.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So, but as soon as I came into my practical field, like जैसे मैंने fashion business start किया, so I knew that I have to meet clients. Then I came into politics. I had to speak up.
Yes.
So I learned. So it's all adaptability, With time, I became more confident. I was a shy person at school. So I learned, आपको अपने comfort zone को break करके बाहर निकलना पड़ता है. And as long as you're able to do that, I think वो आपको एक journey में लेके जाता है. But I think it's persistence, it's hard work, it's Allah's support, strength, and my family. They're my rock.
Beautiful. but this is something very new to me because knowing you, seeing you on media, and knowing you as a successful businesswoman and everything which I know about you, I thought it was in you. So it's a big thing that you were a shy person, or usse, nikal ke completely, you changed into a different person.
I just want to continue this point. It's never, all the leaders you see, all the people we see who are inspirational, they've developed it. Usually a leader is not born. I'm sure Allah gives you certain strengths, but you have to also work on yourself. Sometimes that's वो कहते हैं ना, breaking the glass ceiling, although the glass ceiling doesn't exist. Even if we talk about Benazir Bhutto, or we talk about Maryam Nawaz Sharif, even she, much before that, she
was a different person.
But now if you see her, the defiance, the courage, the bravery. So it's all hard work, it's persistence, it's developing yourself. So I think all the inspirational women we see, they have worked on themselves.
There's a journey
and it's a journey.
Yes.
For example, even if you have started doing something, every day there is an evolution. Every day you have to fight 1,000 battles. For a woman, taking care of the family, also taking care of the other challenges of life, looking after all the things. So I think it's a effort, 100%. Your family support and looking at, God's strength, and your vision has to be clear.
Your vision has to be clear. Very nice. Actually, you're a very busy politician now, or with your business and everything. How do you manage your family life? Because you've been saying family is very important to you.
First thing is, I am not that busy. I look more busy than I am, but it's more of, discipline and, more of my timelines. I principally manage my time. So that is very important. I know this is my priority for today. This is my goal I have to achieve. So I do one milestone at a time. One. Second, right now, I launched my fashion business in 2010. I started working with home-based workers. And when I joined politics in 2013, I got so busy with politics, and I loved doing that because I thought that, being the ambassador for women, women issues or children issues or whatever the social issues. So because of that, I had to, give up my fashion business. So right now I'm concentrating on my politics only. Plus I have started doing philanthropic work. For example,
Yes,
I work for the thalassemia children, or with minorities, the home-based workers in minorities. So basically, right now at the moment, my focus has changed.
Hina, I have always admired you. जब से मैंने आपको जाना है और follow करना शुरू किया है, I've always admired you that you broke that stereotype कि if you are very modern and you dress up very nicely or glamorously, तो उसके साथ politics में जाने से पहले you have to give up on everything. You did not, and you still proved to be a very good politician. जितने आपने raise किए हैं, जितने भी causes, they were very, very important. And those have been addressed by the government. So I think this is more important. वो आपका वो पूरा जिसे कहते हैं वो change कर लेना अपना get up और अपनी personality को just to prove you are a good politician. You have changed that. So
but thank you for appreciating this. And
yes. Like I would say, जैसे अगर आप किसी डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं and you are in pain या फिर you have some injury, so the doctor doesn't have to feel the pain to cure you. उसको ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो भी अपना हाथ तोड़ ले और फिर आपका इलाज करे. सो जस्ट लाइक दैट, अगर आप किसी अंडर प्रिविलेज्ड वुमन के लिए कुछ करना चाहती हैं, इसके लिए ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप अपना सारा स्टाइल छोड़ दें और सब अपना कुछ छोड़ दें, अपनी वो ग्लैमर छोड़ दें, लाइफ छोड़ दें, सब कुछ छोड़ दें. देन यू कैन फील द पेन फॉर दोज वुमेन और दोज पीपल और दोज किड्स. यू कैन डू इट without doing it, and this you have proven it, and I'm very happy for that.
Thank you so much. But still it's a struggle. Sometimes I try to balance both the things, and one, I represent the moderate progressive women who are educated from a certain background, and they look up to me.
Yes.
And and plus I don't want to be a hypocrite from a certain, if I belong to a certain, and those people know me, so I have a certain style, personality. But yes. I agree. For example, if I go to a jalsa or if I go to any protest or march or somewhere, I should dress down and, you know, be appropriately dressed. For example, I did one thing, I carried a bag, a Chanel bag, but after that I've apologized because maybe, you know, if I'm going to a Mengai March, I shouldn't be carrying it. So these things we learn and adapt with time. So of course, if I'm going to a place where there are poor people and they're like underprivileged, so I should dress according to that because, and plus also that, you know, a lot of Pakistanis, they look up to a certain class of women who could be in politics. First of all, there's a taboo of women in politics.
Yes.
So breaking that taboo. Second, there's a taboo of progressive, moderate women. So we are all the agents of change. So we can do one step at a time. I want to, for example, when I graduated from LAMS, younger generation, they don't want to join politics
not
because
in Pakistan.
But I, as a person, want to change this image for younger, moderate crowd. You know, even Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he dressed up so well, you know, and he did not give up his dressing.
Exactly.
But he was an excellent politician.
Yes.
Even Benazir Bhutto, you see. And for that matter, I would say Maryam Nawaz Sharif Sahiba,
yes.
she dresses up very well. But she carries herself very well,
you know,
but she's also a very efficient politician. So you can have the best of both worlds.
सब कुछ छोड़ दो just to help other people. You can keep what you have, your own style, your own identity. We want कि हमारी जो next generation है, they are studying so well and they are mashallah much smarter than us. And we want कि वो आके politics में आए पाकिस्तान की and they can change, bring some change. But होता ये है कि जब आप कोई news channel लगा होता है और parliament का वो कोई scene चल रहा होता है जो किसी ने, you know, लड़ाई चल रही है और they are abusing each other. So मेरे अपने बच्चे and they would be shocked कि ये पार्लियामेंट के अंदर हो रहा है. आई एम वेरी ग्लैड यू रेज्ड अ पॉइंट अबाउट इट कि जो पार्लियामेंट में जो बदतमीज़ी होती है और इस किस्म के जो अग्रेसिव एटीट्यूड है, दिस शुड नॉट बी.
बिल्कुल, आई 100% agree. We are role models for our kids and we should be setting the example, especially as parliamentarians. First, I personally think this intolerant culture should be stopped somewhere, and we as role models shouldn't be educating our kids towards that. So I 100% endorse your point of view because as parliamentarians, we are their mentors. We are their role models.
My daughter is 13 years old and she follows you, and not just her whole class and whole school.
I am so happy and so inspired.
No, I am so happy because हमारे politicians का एक फर्क
That's what I was telling you. I said when you told me about your daughter, I said please tell this to my son, who is not so inspired. Maybe I think I want to inspire him more.
Okay, when was that letter when he wrote to you, you're more intelligent than Albert Einstein? When was that? When he was a kid?
No. Now he thinks he's more intelligent than me.
Okay. I was just reading that. It was so cute.
No, now he doesn't think that way. Mashallah, he's a very bright kid.
He's growing up.
And he's growing up, but I think he thinks that he's smarter than I am.
Maybe he's right.
Maybe he's right. I'm a hard worker.
Okay.
I am persistent, but he's intelligent. So yeah.
Okay.
He's right.
Okay. Hina, you're doing a lot of things for women, you know, to bring a better change in their life. Disappointment होती है when they pull your leg और वही आपके खिलाफ हो जाएं या वही pinpoint करें और
No, I don't feel discouraged at all. I believe leader की strength होती है team building. I believe कि I should lift up other women. So I never feel discouraged, you know. आप लोगों में एक दूसरे की capacity building करो तो आपको एक positivity मिलती है. So what I do is I filter the toxic people out of my life. I focus on my goal.
Okay.
And prioritize that.
Okay. So now you told us the secret. You filter them.
Yeah.
Otherwise toxic people are there.
No, of course, not at all. That's the goal one in your life. Whoever is toxic, you should know. You should filter that person out. You should know your priorities and you should work towards them.
So, Hina, your journey from LAMS to Oxford to Harvard, everywhere. What a beautiful journey. बीच में दुबई में भी कुछ अर्सा आप रही हैं. So
it's for that also. जैसे for example मैंने LAMS किया उसके बाद नहीं उसके बाद I was nominated as a young global leader by the World Economic Forum, and I had never had a chance to study abroad. So thank you for the World Economic Forum who chose me as a young global leader, and they sent me. They sent me to Oxford for a 6-week course, which I did, Transformational Leadership, and they sent me to Harvard for the transformational, course there also. So I was blessed in that way. So that's what I was saying. I always had a dream of studying abroad because
you were chosen by them.
So
it's a big thing.
And opportunity knocks, but your mind and eyes have to be open to look for it. If we are blocking the opportunities, if you're not tapping in the right potential, if you're not attracting the right people, if you're not attracting the right energies, then we lose the focus.
Exactly.
So that's the thing.
आपने इतनी leadership के बाद सब कुछ किया, so that's how you can do it. Yeah, but we'll try to learn a lot from you.
But then Corona came, and 2 years I haven't traveled anywhere. So I'm looking forward for the next leadership course.
So you have traveled all over the world, Hina. ये बताओ कि which place you like the most? कभी वो जो पहला याद है वो जो wave आई थी, lockdown हुआ था COVID की, and people wherever they were just stuck there for 3 months. So ऐसी कोई जगह सोची थी कि वहाँ भी मैं stuck हो जाती, कितना मजा आता?
I would never want to be stuck anywhere except Pakistan, except
really?
Lahore. I start missing my city so much that whenever I'm coming back, it's like I'm saying my heart rate is coming. I love this. I love my city and I love being in my country. So first, I would never want to be stuck anywhere. I like being around my family. I like Pakistan. I like our, so I would love to be stuck in Lahore, not anywhere
There's
else.
no place like Lahore.
I would not to be, exactly, like you were saying, you were in Dubai also. But any place outside your country, after 1 week, I want to come back.
I got very excited to read about you. You were in Middlesex. उसके बिल्कुल साथ एक film school है, Sai.
Yeah,
I was there.
Okay, that was excellent. That was a good revisiting student life again.
Yeah. I did.
So that is what the thing is, that like you. Me also, wherever life does some things for you, at that point of time, what's the best you can do? When I was in Dubai, I wanted to continue my studies. Why not? So I think you need to get the best of whatever at that situation has given you.
Yeah, bilkul. The first day when I entered, they were all teenagers. So I felt very strange, but then I told myself, okay, I shouldn't care.
And then you learn a lot from those teenagers.
Yes.
If you see the level of confidence they have. You learn from them. There are a lot of things these youngsters, teenagers will teach you, and you will maybe revisit your life and become...
I can teach them.
Oh, yeah. Or you can learn from them.
Okay, there's one more stereotype. Pakistan में अभी आपने बात की तो मेरे mind में आया. People feel if you're a very modern mom, you dress up, in a Western way, या फिर आप बहुत modern है और you are very well off और आपके पास इर्द गिर्द बहुत helpers हैं, so you can't be a good mom. आप अच्छे values और अच्छे उनको नहीं सिखा सकते, which is so wrong. I mean, it has nothing to do with your parenting or being a good mom.
I think
because I see for myself, like people think, अच्छा तुमने तो कभी अपने बच्चों को खाना बना के नहीं दिया होगा. I mean, I didn't have to actually because I had a cook always. But I did because I know what my kids like. I want to make them happy. तो उनके लिए मैं बनाती थी. अब तो खैर बड़े हो गए, अब नहीं बनाती हूँ anyways. But I would do all these things. I would sleep with them. उनको रात को story सुनानी है, कुछ अच्छी बातें सिखानी है. It has nothing to do कि अगर आप बिल्कुल you're a good mom, अगर आप सब कुछ छोड़ के घर बैठे हुए हो और you dress up like a mom और आपने सब कुछ छोड़ दिया तो फिर you're a good mom.
देखिए, for me, my father has always been a source of inspiration for me. So I was born at the Mazang house, and when we used to go to school, we didn't even have a car. So I've seen my father from this building from a scratch.
Really?
So he has instilled those principles in me. For me, modesty and these family values have come from my parents, and I teach the same to my kids. I believe that modesty comes from your principles, comes from your parenthood. And that's where it comes to me. And I think that's an important factor which you need to translate to your kids. Even they need to know the value of money. They need to know your principles. They need to know your integrity. They need to know the rights and wrongs. And that has come to me from my father and my mother, and I would want to do the same to my kid.
So beautiful. I didn't know about it because your father, I always thought you were born with a silver spoon, or your father is an industrial, a very famous one. So he just made it in few years. It's
No, the first freezer, they made it from their hand.
Really?
And they didn't have any money, and they sold it themselves. So they're a very self-made man. So all my life, I've seen him, you know. So he made the whole empire, the working thing with his own hard work. So I really look up to him, and he's my role model. He's my inspiration, and the family values all have come from him.
Okay, और अब आपका बेटा जो है,
I hope I'm able to translate that in him, but then also that he lives. He lives with my parents. He's with us. So my father, obviously, that's what I keep on telling my father. I keep on telling my father that you have to put all the values and on the principles in Muhammad also.
He's very lucky to have him now. As a grandfather, bilkul.
Muhammad is very lucky.
Yes, he's very lucky. Obviously, in personal life, you have been through some hard parts, but the way you came out of it in a very better and positive way, it's phenomenal. So, was it easy or not? And would you like to give message for any other woman who have been through this bad, phase, and how can they come out of it?
This is life. You fall, you have to get up. You fall, you have to get up. You fall 7 times, you get up 8 times. That's what life is about, Life, we feel sometimes that with one particular person, if a relationship or marriage has ended, our life has ended. But no, Allah always has a bigger plan for you. हमारी जो सोसाइटी है ना, उसके बहुत टैबूज होते हैं. फॉर एवरी वुमन टू फाइट दैट टैबू इज नॉट ईजी. वॉट एवर द सर्कमस्टांसेस आर, women should have the courage because they deserve a good life, and they should look up to the strength of Allah. Whenever a problem comes, if your hard work, persistence is there, if your family is there for your security, and you have a very strong faith, no matter what happens, you get out of it. This is what life is. With sadness, ये कहते हैं ना कि आपको तकलीफ के साथ, मतलब with all the hardship, Allah gives you the relief. Not after, with. So whenever you go through a certain thing in life, Allah will give you the relief.
I've never seen more positive person than you. So good. There's so many qualities in you. अच्छा, अगर आपको कहा जाए कि what do you feel your biggest quality? What would you say?
I never backbite. I never talk back. You would have never seen
Politics में गुजारा हो जाता है without backbiting.
Everyone tells me you're too simple for politics. You're too naive. But since I was a kid, I have this quality in me.
Hina, please tell me, with all this busy, hectic routine and everything, how do you keep yourself so fit? Because our channel is LivWell, and I ask all the guests to come here, and I see them fit. So I have to ask them कि कैसे करते हो आप maintain?
I go to the gym regularly. When you feel happy about yourself, when you feel confident about yourself, you would want to, maintain your body. You would want to eat healthy. You would want to look good.
Any message before you go to your young admirers? I'll ask you for 2 messages, in fact. एक तो जो आपके छोटे ये जो स्कूलों के आपके admirers हैं, जो आपको Instagram पे follow करते हैं, आपके fashion style को, आपकी looks को, आपकी हर चीज़ को, उनके लिए any message for them, because they would really appreciate it.
So for me, the message I would like to give to the youngsters is that remain confident and don't be overwhelmed by the social taboos, but be confident in yourself, be bold. I am a strong supporter of entrepreneurship, because a lot of youngsters which graduate from college or school, they face this place where they do not get jobs. So for that, I want the youngsters to pursue their passion, pursue their talent and, pursue entrepreneurship and find the right mentors who can guide them towards, opening up their own chains. And also that youngsters should also come in politics, especially women, progressive, moderate women who have a lot of good values and good integrity to come and, be politically aware of what the country is doing and, follow the right leaders and be inspired. And we want to see the new generation in the politics of this country.
Acha, or any message for those women of our age जो कि अभी politics में आना चाह रही हैं or anything?
देखिए, women should never give up. They should always believe in their strength. They can achieve whatever they want. You have to make your mind. You have to be persistent. You have to be hardworking. You have to have your faith in Allah, and you can achieve it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Hina, for being here and taking out time. Thank you so much, viewers. I hope you liked the show. Thank you.